for PCS4 Europe is going to be Pantheon Sims. Have a good one, guys.
You know what? I'm sure we will, Martin. This is going to be a phenomenal game, and I think the desk highlighted it perfectly. VP come out of the gates, and they normally look absolutely mental in game one. I think we've all seen it, and you can't really deny it. So my eyes go straight towards them. Is this going to be another, welcome to the lobby, boys? But Rich, they're not alone anymore. We saw Heroic, forever the bridesmaids, finally becoming the bride, right? They finally got across the line. Who's got it this time?
They did, and they started to really pick things up and really rank things up the further we went throughout this tournament. But the problem is that the money was already done. For VP, you could question it, is the job already done? The desk highlighted it absolutely spot on, and it's something that we have to monitor as commentators going throughout this. This weekend, VP has to earn 0 money in order to fail off that top spot. The next people behind them, after alt, 20 grand, in with a shot. Heroic, in with a shot. Na'Vi, Redline. There's a few teams here that are still well and truly within a shot, but you're essentially looking for VP to earn zilch. And everyone's going to have their eyes on the prize. Everyone's going to be painting a target on their back.
But again, it may have been that common. I'm not 100% sure, but we have seen some mad plays out of this position alone. Yeah, and VP will send for this. It's a high-value area, a big priority for it. Now, I don't know how aware they are of the opponents, but they definitely know someone's nearby. But Batunas does not care. He has accuracy, and he is just pushing the hell out of this. All players in. There is no holding back. They've seen a target that's worth taking. They put their bodies on the line for the pre-fire in the corner.
Oh
Lou outdoes him! BNR, not a hope in hell.
Yeah, that's kind of scary to be able to pressure that corner like that and over-peak it. He should have had the height advantage, even to the point where he could lean into it and just not be seen whatsoever. Now they need to be careful not to get caught off guard, not to overstay their welcome. Perfectix has gone down. Dubai will try and ruin the day with the molly, and I would assume one burns away. He knows he's got nothing else left to do, and the worry, okay, that's a third party from Exhalation in the distance. That's now become good. He's baited it. He attempted to bait the med to drag them in. Losing one player, it's never going to be great. FaZe Clan have done something really clever, and they're opposite 2 positions. Polar, perpendicular to one another, be able to hold this road. However, Merc from a distance does come in. MXEY will fall. I'm actually a big fan of this because so many times you'll see teams just fully sending and committing to that course. Jixu. It's actually not him, it's SMB. So another team's helping them out inadvertently here. There's 3 teams pulled up on it. All the way from up high, BBL is laying waste. ENCE are stuck in the thick of it. 3 teams all fighting out on very, very barren landscape. And eyes on the prize from across the road. Marco, he was the one to try and stabilize this and hold them at bay. ENCE, this is looking rather rough, and all of a sudden Liquid's chiming on the action. They want to pick up some points as well. Okay. We get this slight adjustment. Power Grid's still on the back of it, so that gives DA places to be able to play front. You can have Exhalation, you can have Mutiny all up there as well. That'll be mutual destruction between those 2 teams once they do fold into this. FaZe still all the way up against it. The 2-2 split, it's not going to be the one that they absolutely wanted. Liquid, ready, willing, and able for teams to be able to come from the pull-up. We'll see 5 arrive and take a few frags by doing so also. Example.
It's kind of a gateway forward. Naz, Rudy, they've made a little bit of room for themselves here. I don't think Melman... Oh, he can now. Okay, he couldn't see the player behind, but as soon as they came in front of that little lip of that hillside, instantly spotted. Did he see Rudy then? I'm still not sure. Naz is the only one spotted out of this squad.
And all this is off the back of Alia just telling them all what's going on. Uber coming in and stepping in warns Na'Vi they can't overstep the boundaries too much. Naz is confirmed by the molly. The boys run straight into a bloody nade. It's right behind him. Physics goes down. Vasku out to the blue. That's rather unfortunate. It must have been shot while firing up against it because now they have to fight up against Mutiny. Mako down. So all the top teams at the moment, Lauren, all looking a little bit worse for wear. Bogati, the next one to fall down. Alia finally has been silenced, but really for how long? Rip9 finding AA on the doorstep. Trying to keep it clear, trying to keep it clean. Mert, Rustam Mar, that's the BBLN smite that was going down earlier on just within that ditch. It does continue. It looks like Nuki came across to try and scout it because they're outside of it. Big old nade from Diggory, though, to try and shut this one down. FaZe also moving in the back lines.
Yeah, FaZe lingering on that hillside. You can see them chomping at the bit. They are down to 3, but Got to do something to clear the path ahead. They've got so many teams in their way. VP holding the line, and Spyro's the one to find it. That's going to be Nail Up gone. This is going to be Redline trying to move in through that very open field by all rights. That is something that's going to be very tricky at this point. T-Bone still trying to find his way up this hillside. Quick little underhand nade. The man's ready to go. Always love hearing from T-Bone. Lovely little piece at the start of the day. Another nade to follow. Oh, he's done for. Beam, he's got him. That could flush as well. Next nade. Didn't actually get him, but still, he will bleed out. No matter which way you want to cut this. VP down to the final two that they have standing, being crashed into by Redline, moving themselves up as desperation. And there goes VP. The trend, the curse, whichever way you want to look at it, is now broken.
Ghost up onto Ivers. Clearly seeing signs of life within this. Wants to try and shut it down as quickly as possible. Good quick check-in from Fex as well. Make sure he keeps a track of that hill line, 'cause eventually the ridge will expose them. With Gustav going down, this could be a response from Redline. They might realize that they're actually hurt. Even they've been cycled, but what an absolute response from Fex to try and deny it, and now he will lay down and just wait unless the perfect placement of the nade ends QB's life. It does a fair bit of damage, but Marco's there to end them. They should be able to get the revive on Gustav, but they still have to be quick.
Bloody hell, Fex is good, isn't he? He's proper good at this game. Now, 80's going to see Mutiny coming their way. Now, Leosh, I think Danny Mon, going to be driving by, so they're going to be called out. Now, keep in mind, Fex is pretty preoccupied trying to get that res. Good flash, great peek. 80's going to spot one. Needs to be careful. He's got further pressure, further danger. Nade comes out. He's going to push this. Good flash again. Yeah, get it done. Great work, 80. Looks for another, though. Can he find it? Yes, he can. Shut down FaZe. Send Mutiny back home. Perfect play from 80 right there. That was gorgeous work.
Fight of his life. Understanding the lay of the land that he will have members of DA directly in front of him. BB's still alive. Remember, first one goes down. Bard has to be quick on this because they will all now push. 1-2, thank you. The response is there. We anticipate it to be. Exhalation, though, come in. They steal the kill. Hence and BBL. The battle of that little hillside, it's been continuous. BBL's lines of sight that they're provided by the hillside, they've just been laying waste to every single team. Few knocks here, few knocks there. And hence, well, this could be between a rock and a hard place. One good place nade will spell disaster. Marco's there. He wants to put this one to rest. Mert follows up and Digger is down.
Okay, big picture here. It's got to be Liquid, right? But SMB have got a good spot. They have got a good spot. I don't want to discredit them. They're out in the open, right? They don't have the hard cover that Liquid has. Let's see where the circle goes, though. That could be pretty defining. I guess it's a little more SMB than it is Liquid, but again, hard cover and all these kind of dribs and drabs of teams. These three players going to be working towards SMB more than they are Liquid. That little bowl
gives the information of the teams that are trying to rotate around and move across on FaZe's position. Marco going down. Apocalypse spotting him. That makes things a little bit easier. Only a little bit easier for Ends because Squeak is hiding directly behind a car. Clip there to remove after ult. Well, I will say this.
That's going to be a huge shout. Big damage from the nade, though. Look at that. Salic, lovely work. I don't know how much they've done, but Fex is far from ideal now. His clip 3'd up too. Bloody hell, Liquid. You had it all.
It's an important fight. Both of these teams currently situated on $10,000 each. Trade off with the nades. It's going to be FaZe who are down one man in this fight. Exhalation up to 4.
Oh, nasty molly.
Oh, no, yeah. Big molly onto Fex. That knocks
so
him.
Good.
Gustav's also just burning away. Now this can force the fight instantly. The nades are there. If Boom has read this one, that little trickle, the back would have been phenomenal. Had it been a tiny bit more to the right-hand side. Currently outside of the circle with this push and on a very, very, very rough island. Oh, God, Melbourne going down makes it not much easier as well. They are the highest placing team in terms of monetary value with $14,000. If they go down, we look onwards of FaZe and Exhalation.
See if they can force another fight. The third party potential, always strong, and so are the nades. Good work from that. Good flash as well. Pixel has no idea what's going on. Absolutely out of it. SMB. The first challenger who made it close by is DA, and so far they've been dealt with well. But look in the distance. Jeems and MXEY have made the move to the foot of the hill. But was the timing right? SMB have seen this. They've definitely noted something's up. They've either heard an RV shooting or they've been given an indicator that something's happening. Look at Apocalypse. His attention is very much drawn towards James, drawn towards MXEY, and there's James on this one. Now Na'Vi at the same time making the push up. Lazar, AK locked, loaded, but he's dead and gone. It doesn't matter. Beautiful shot from MXEY on towards the hill, but at this point, Liquid are mopping everyone up.
Yeah, this is the time to capitalize on that knock. They understand what's happened. They realize where Navi's position is. It's noted, and people are just dropping left, right, and center. Meanwhile, Liquid is just back-building all of this. With 4 players still standing, they will just keep putting points on the board in terms of bodies on the floor. He's outside of the blue. Does he realize? He might just be giving a yoke for the greater good, to be fair. Nothing else really he can do about that, so he denies it. Jeans goes down, small trade-off. A little bit of a duck, but nothing really to worry about on that side of it. DeBoom then steps in. His vision is denied. Jeans can be revived.
2 players moving forward to try and trade effectively, but good counter flashes. Is that Molly going through? That could clear so much, but you can see how blind they are.
Nades are coming down this time. Headshots being done. DeBoom down. You'll see Jeems holding back as far as he can just to try and see if they peek over the ridgeline to get the deeper angle. The Molly has struck, and it forces Lazar to try and heal up. He will be able to stabilize, and so will Rip9 as well, but really, they're just holding down for dear life. But they have to always be careful, for every single time one player goes down, Exhalation gets a little bit closer. Solid nade, flashbang over, mob them up and done.
Where's
now
the
fight
counter?
will continue. They have to push on. This will be quick. It has to be clean. Jeems dead, gone. Advantage well and truly with Exhalation here in terms of manpower.
This is Exhalation holding the line perfectly, and there's no next layer. Rich, there's no next step. I think Exhalation might do this unless we see some of the big boys come out to play, and MXEY's doing the best he can, but it's only a trade out, and the numbers, they favor Exhalation, but MXEY doesn't care. That's a huge step up from him. He sees Zoom, and now it's just a 1v1. Taps away Zoom with a great connection. The mini looking real large in his hands. Hits the deck, looks to maybe just take a second for pace. Now the one bonus for MXEY here, Rich, he can at least maybe get a res, but does he have the time on it?
With the circle pushing on, we have to advance. No, instead he's going to spray down through the smoke. He realizes
Got a tag.
this position might be slightly advantageous to him. He can try and see if the smokes do run out on the side of Zoom. He's still got 4. This will have to keep moving. MXEY is forced to go into this 1v1 engagement.
MXEY's fighting.
He's got 2 smokes of himself. The Molly's there. It'll force Zoom down. Spot him. Sprays it. Gets him. Liquid clutching up. Going into the fight with a man down. MXEY stands strong, and Liquid get a win on the board.
All my life I want money and power, respect my mind, no die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud 9, and this 9 is never on vacation.